bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go! Tires burn the pavement, people wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear, with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval to like rocket fuel.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm smells like the medallion, the skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they self.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
But it's around here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my...
Coach, it's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins.
All day, baby, all day. On the ready, 50. Pumper. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
First down, Murray. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And a Cardinal first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch time. Tight end right, tight end.
On second down, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Got three down.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Watch switch.
Murray now on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
That's how the defense score points.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
3 down.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Get him, boy.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, watch edge. Hey, alert 3. Check, crunch.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
41 Mike.
Now Haskins on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 36.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
SOS. Hey, he's coming. We got double up.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Let's get in there. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey,
on 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Cardinals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
3 bus.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Bang, 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 bang.
Here we go.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That's going to be a long
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Redskins 7, Cardinals nothing.
They run with Pumphrey, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Everyone's got 4.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Check 41. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 26. Check 26. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
On first down, here's Love. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
We've got to wedge that, huh? All day. All day.
Second down, Haskins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 46.
Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Geis. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
36. Hatchet. Sponge. No. Check 50.
Geis with a carry on second down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Murray, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check 55 to Mike. Danny.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 30 base. Check, 55, Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
On second and 12, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an
Murray with a third and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sam Martin set to kick
The
off.
Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Here we go, G.
From the 27th, Haskins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Let's go, Heavy.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here we go, here we go. Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down.
From the 31, Murray. His throw incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Hey.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon can continues.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Two tights. You got three down.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got double tight. 3 down. Hey, 4-1's Mike. I'm here all day.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down.
To throw, it's Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
I got him.
Here's Haskins to throw. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Haskins going to throw again. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's a touchdown right there.
Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. 3 touchdowns at 21.
Cardinals 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Matthew Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Murray going to throw, escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And I think the ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking... now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Go! 55! It's our time. It's our time.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That ball complete to Isabella. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's Johnson, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Tight end's right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Short. 41, Mike 41.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Let's go. Check 41. I'm going to run you over.
On 3rd down, Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been running for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.